Hey, what's going on, everybody? Dark Horse Paratrooper here. I finally got a hold of my new 2021 Indian Challenger Dark Horse, and I wanted to go over some of the features. Now, I have upgraded the headlight here. The factory light that comes with the bike, it's okay, but it doesn't work that great. You can see we have dual disc brakes in the front with Brembos. There are 2 pistons each side, so you got 4 pistons up front for stopping, and they work very, very well. On the Dark Horse and the Limited, you get these contrast cut wheels in the front and back, where the rims are mostly black, and then it has these little cutouts that are like a silver bare metal type color, and they have the red outline. The windshield is actually a power windshield. It goes up and down. You can adjust it to whatever level you like. And if you double tap, it goes up automatically or down automatically. And there are actually flaps in the fairing. You can open a flap on the inside for more air, and it actually goes through the light here. These bikes have glove boxes here on both sides. They're pretty small, but you could fit your hand in there. You actually have a flash to pass. So you have your high beam, and if you push it down, it will flash your high beams. So as fast as you could operate it. The horn. You have your left and right signals, then you have your music button. So this one, left and right, changes forward and back, stations, whatever. Up and down is the volume, and if you push it in, it'll mute. On the right side of the bike, the power button, which they actually moved from the 2020 model from over here. This is now a charge port, so you could connect a battery tender to it. Something cool is these actually have a gas tank release button right here. You need to push that in order to allow this to open the tank. On the right side here, we have the power button, and we have the kill switch and ignition switch that turn it on. And down below, we have the windshield button and the cruise control. So the gas tank holds 6 gallons. The seat is pretty comfortable. This one feels like it's a gel pad or something. It actually might be. Now, looking at the bags here, 19 gallons. I have 2 half helmets. They fit great. There's actually still room for more. You'll see my sissy bar here. This is actually from Suicide Choppers. I believe this one's called the Excalibur. This one fits just like the OEM one. This one costed less than the OEM version. I went with these Reinhardt Racing slip-ons. They fit Indian baggers, and I believe these actually fit on all the Thunderstrokes as well as the Challenger. These are slip-ons, so you don't need a tune. You definitely could benefit from a tune, but they sound amazing. So that is what they sound like. If you buy the base or the Dark Horse, they don't come with highway bars. If you buy the Limited, they come with highway bars. They're gonna be chrome. These bars I bought from Thunder Lightning Customs. He actually also made me a custom radiator cover. It's a devil head, one of the only ones he's ever made. One of the major differences between the base model and the Limited or Dark Horse models is the navigation system. Whether there's live traffic, you can find your bike on your phone. If somebody steals your bike, once it's been activated, you log in and you can just track your bike right from your phone. On the new 2022, you're gonna be only getting 1 year of subscription service to that. So they're kind of nickel and diming stuff. Another key difference, they have a IMU 6-axis module, which is what they call Smart Lean, and it works with your ABS system. If you're riding and suddenly you say, oh crap, something's in the road, and without thinking about it, you do a no-no, like grabbing the front brake, the system is going to attempt to modulate the brake to help hopefully prevent you from crashing. Some people say, oh, we don't want these electronic assists. Let me tell you something. Professional motorcycle racers are now using this kind of technology. If the professionals have to use it, it's awesome that Indian's able to offer that on some of their sportier bikes. So if you're gonna buy a 2022, they are removing puddle light that comes on the 2020 and the 2021. It lights up underneath. It looks pretty cool. They do offer it to buy. I think it's like $200 or something like that. The power locks on the bags. On the base model, you have to lock them by hand. You have your key fob, and on the back of the key fob there's a button. It releases the key, and you stick the key into the saddlebag, and then you lock it that way. You don't have to do that on the Dark Horse or the Limited. You just push a button. And there's an alarm. The 2022s are $28,500 for the Dark Horse base, which is going to be in black. And then as you change colors, the price goes up. So on the base model, it comes with two 5 1/4 inch speakers, which are housed on either side of the fairing. It has the so-called upgraded, I think they call them premium speakers. They are 6 1/2 inches, and they are distorted as hell. Everything was coming out distorted, like bad. The upgraded speakers that I put in, these are the Power Band audio speakers. The speakers sound amazing, and when you upgrade to the Power Band audio, it gives you a 9-channel adjustable audio system. The November 2021 update, same one that's coming on all the new 2022s. It offers faster startup. They claim it reduces it by about 40%. There's a lot of customization on these, and I have my home link. Of course, it's a touchscreen. It works pretty well with most gloves I've tried. You don't have to have special screen touch gloves or anything. So you can fully customize these screens. And then you have buttons down here, like this one's like the rider features. This one brings you straight to navigation, where you do all your nav stuff. On this new update and on new 2022s, you can see there's a traffic, weather, and speed limit layout. Then you have your connections. So this is your phone button. You can use this to connect devices. Down here, it works with like I think like Cardo systems and stuff like that. I don't have one. I don't really care to make calls while I'm driving. When you ride a Challenger, you wouldn't think that this is a 840-pound motorcycle. It doesn't feel like one. It leans over without you having to ask it twice, without you having to coerce it. If you haven't ridden one of these, they are just phenomenal how they turn. At first, it was a little bit jerky in standard mode or street mode, whatever you want to call it. And then I did the 500-mile service on it, changed the oil and did all that stuff, and I haven't really noticed it. Now, when you put it in sport mode, which is crazy because it feels like a Hellcat. I have a Hellcat. It wants to take off on you. On the standard mode, it says it's better for like slower maneuvers and stuff like that and just normal riding, and then the sport mode is more aggressive. I could do the U-turns. I could do full walk turns in sport mode too. It's mostly down to rider skill. This vehicle, its capabilities far exceed my capabilities. But the Road Glide Special is like the most comparable to this. As far as I know, and I know somebody tried to tell me otherwise, but I looked into it as far as I understand. So the Road Glide Special, I think they come with the Milwaukee 8 now, which is like a 114. And it's partially liquid cooled. I mean, the way they describe it, they call it twin cooled, which is, I think they're trying to over embellish what their system actually does. It's partial liquid cooling on the engine. This is like a straight up liquid cooled system. Everything's liquid cooled. This thing's a 108, and it puts out as much power essentially as the 131 from what I've seen on the spec charts. This thing, or close enough, you know. I believe this puts out more horsepower. I believe the Harley's off by like 1 horsepower or something like that. Now, I don't know what that looks like on a dyno. I know that's like measured at the engine. So whatever numbers they're putting out are just kind of bullshit, right? But you can definitely feel all that power on these. My problem with the Harley side is that in order for you to match the power on this, you got to do that 131 system. And that's like $10,000 more on top of, you know, this is a stock bike, so you're going to end up paying $40,000 for a Harley to be as fast as this, the Road Glide. I think in the end, between the two, value for money, Indian is definitely beating Harley in that aspect. It really comes down to what you want to ride, and I think you really should try them both out. That's really up to you. There's going to be people that are just like diehard like Harley fans, and they just refuse to believe that Harley Davidson can be beat. In reality, Harley has had no competition for the last 6 decades, since Indian went bankrupt. No manufacturers without issues. This bike had a bad shifter ratchet, and I had to have that fixed. It had that issue right from the factory, right? Harleys, I know people that have bought them brand new, and no joke, oil leaks. And people, all these diehard fans will be like, oh, that's only on the 81s, you're full of crap. No, dude, like I know guys that have brand new, they haven't even hit 500 miles yet and they're leaking oil. Like, it still happened. Why? Somebody messed up. Bad parts? I don't know. Lots of things can go wrong in manufacturing. The point is, you know, ride what you like, but definitely don't discount anything until you've tried it.